Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And wow, has it been a minute since I have talked to you guys. And I want to apologize. My family, another family surprise visit. My mom decided to pack the car and bring herself and my dad up to New Jersey. Reason being, my dad has, I would say, mid to late stage Alzheimer's disease. And he's been going through some serious cognitive declines. And she wanted to bring him to New Jersey, where doctors that have known him for a very long time could evaluate what's going on with him. And it's just a whole big mess, and it's a very, very sad, heartbreaking disease, and it's tough to watch. And let's put it this way, my parents have been married for over 60 years, and my dad no longer consistently knows who my mom is, and that's just really heartbreaking for her. It's heartbreaking for everybody, but she does everything alone at home with him. She's a saint. She takes care of him. So when she came up here, we had to chip in and we had to help her with him, because leaving him alone at this point, he is a danger to himself. So for the last 2+ weeks, that's what I've been doing. I have been helping my mom just watch over and take care of my dad and get things sorted so that they can go home and figure out a plan of action to make both of their lives better and safer. So that's what we've been doing, and I just hope that none of you ever have to deal with this. I know a lot of people deal with it, but it's a tough one. So they left on Thursday, and it was a very long, very tiring visit. I slept all day Friday and most of yesterday, but here I am today, and I decided what I would do is I would just start out with a haul, because it's a good way to jump back in, and then I have some different content planned for during the week. So I'm just going to get right into it with the ones that you probably everybody is talking about. I know everybody's talking about. I haven't even watched YouTube, so I don't know, but I'm assuming. True Lies, The Abyss, and Aliens 3, the James Cameron triple pack that came out. True Lies, I know a lot of people were not happy with the transfer. I'll tell you what, I'm just happy to have it on a better release than the DVD that I have, because the DVD that I have is terrible. And I know there's a little bit of waxiness here and there, but I'm not going to nitpick over it. It's on 4K, it's on Blu-ray, I'm happy with it. The next one I watched is The Abyss, and I thought this one looked beautiful. This is not my favorite out of the three. It's a little light for me as far as content. I like it a little more. I would have liked it if it was a little scarier, but it's a beautiful film to watch, and I think they did a really great job with it. And Aliens 3, I haven't watched this release yet, but I plan to very soon, but I have seen the movie before, so I'm looking forward to checking out Aliens 3, and I'm just happy that I was able to get these, because I know there were some back order issues and out of stock issues, and they were selling out everywhere, but I hope everyone who wanted one was able to get copies of these. And another one, this is a newer one that I just got a day or two ago. I think it might come out this Tuesday. I'm not even sure if it's out yet, but it's called Lisa Frankenstein. And this is a film that's directed by Zelda Williams, who is the daughter of the late, great Robin Williams. And this is such a fun, it's like a romantic comedy, but it's also horror. So it's a horror romantic comedy, but really, really great stuff. It's PG-13, but it's really pushing that PG-13 rating. It could definitely go R, I think. And what we have is we have a gal who's in love with a corpse, and we follow them on their adventures, but really good. If you're looking for something a little different and you don't mind your horror mixed with comedy, check out Lisa Frankenstein. It's well worth it. I had a good time with this one. Now, going in the complete opposite direction, we are going hardcore horror here, and this one is a film from Argentina. It is in Spanish with English subtitles, When Evil Lurks. This film is rough, and it is good. So if you are a die-hard horror fan and you want something different, this deals with the possession genre, and if you're sick of the same old, this definitely is a story that is different from what we are used to. And let me tell you, the gore factor is like at an 11+. It took me 2 tries to get through this, because there were certain parts of it that I was like, look away, look away. It was insanely difficult to get through some of this, but the story is so good. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it, because I don't want to ruin it. Go in blind. If you don't mind the subtitles, just go with the subtitles. The story is well worth it. But if you're looking for something different in the possession genre, definitely check out When Evil Lurks, because it's a good one, and it might take you 2 tries to get through it, but it's well worth it, and I'm planning to watch it again very soon, because I love this film. And I'm doing a horror segment at some point during this week, and this is one of the films that I'm going to be talking about in it. So you'll hear more about this during the week in a review segment. And this one, I don't know if I talked about this in any recent videos, but I figured I have the copy, and I didn't want to miss out on sharing it with you. And it's The Iron Claw. I'm late to the party on this one. I know it came out at the end of the year, and I didn't have the physical copy yet. The physical copy came out after, I guess, after award season. This movie broke me. This is a heartbreaking movie. True story of the Von Erich. I guess it's the Von Erich. I hope I'm saying that right, brothers. It stars Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Maura Tierney, Stanley Simmons, Holt McCallany, and Lily James. And it's a fantastic cast. They do a great job. It's a very, very heartbreaking, heart-wrenching story about brothers that were involved in wrestling and their father, who was just, talk about being extra and pressure. But just watch this movie. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it and bring your tissues. It's a good one, but it's going to break your heart. Really, really good stuff. Hard to watch, but well worth it. Now this one, I have been waiting for this one to get a physical release on Blu-ray forever. It had a DVD release. It was on streaming, but I'm like, come on with the Blu-ray. Well, Warner Archives came through with Edward James Olmos and Lou Diamond Phillips in Stand and Deliver. And this is a fantastic movie about a group of inner city kids who struggled with math, and Edward James Olmos plays a teacher who wants to he believes in these kids, and he wants to push them to be better than they think they can be and do more than they think they can do. And I don't want to say too much about it. It's based on true events. If you haven't seen this, please, please, please head over to Amazon, to the Warner Archive store, and pick a copy up, because it is well worth it. It was Edward James Olmos actually had a 1988 Best Actor Academy Award nominee for this one, and he's fantastic in it. Everybody's great, and what a story. So definitely check this one out. And the latest one from Paramount Presents comes from 1996, and I've always loved this movie. I've watched it so many times. I could tell you everything about it, but I'm not going to. It's Richard Gere and Edward Norton in Primal Fear, and basically Richard Gere plays a defense attorney who was once a prosecutor, and he's quite arrogant, quite overconfident, and very sure of himself. And he takes on a case of a young man played by Edward Norton who is accused of the brutal murder of a priest. And we follow that story. I don't want to tell you anything about it, because if you haven't seen this, there's a lot going on in this movie. Just watch it. It's good, and it really holds up. I know it's from 1996, but I think it's aged very well, and this transfer looks good. Is it a 4K? Yeah, it is. It's a 4K and a Blu-ray, so definitely pick this one up and check it out. Primal Fear. And here's the one. This is my surprise of the bunch. Now, we all know that I've said not the biggest fan of musicals. I love this one, and I am such a fan of the original. It was a book. It was a movie, it was a Broadway play, and now it is a musical on video. This is the Blu-ray and digital copy for The Color Purple, and like I said, it's a musical. I am such a fan of the original movie that I poo-hooed this. I didn't want to watch it. I had no interest in it. It's fantastic. Whether you've seen the original movie or not, definitely give this one a watch, because it's unbelievably good. And I can't remember the gal's name. She played Tasty in Orange is the New Black. She plays Sophia, which is the role that Oprah Winfrey played in the original movie. I think she is the standout in this movie. She is fantastic. She steals the show. She's phenomenal. But the music is great. The singing is great. The story is great. Everything about it is really, really good. So if you're a fan of The Color Purple, even if you haven't seen it, like I said, definitely check this one out. Even if you just stream it, check it out. It is well worth a watch. And this is one from Shout Select with Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson, based on true events. It is called K-19 The Widowmaker. I love my submarine movies, and I think this is fantastic. It is based on true events. It says it's at the height of the 1960s. Cold War Russia launches a flagship nuclear submarine, the K-19, and it runs into some problems, and this ship is filled with nuclear warheads, and it is basically right off the coast of the United States, and they have to do something to get the ship out, to get the submarine out of there before it starts all out nuclear war. And this is a really good movie. If you like war movies, if you like submarine movies, I say this is a go. The 4K looked good, and the only thing that I can say about this, I wasn't crazy about Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson trying to do the Russian accent thing, because sometimes it was there and sometimes it wasn't. It was a little weird, but the story still holds up. I really, really love this one. This one and U-571 and Das Boot, really, really good. So check that out if you're into submarine and war stories. And a great one, I'm a little late to the party with this one too, but I had to pick it up. It's Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Love this one. I have to watch it. Can't comment on the transfer, but I love this movie. So Silver Bullet is available on 4K. I also picked up from Scream, what is it, Scream or Scream Studios now? Is that what they're calling themselves? The Ring Collection, the 4K Blu-ray Ring Collection. Now I have this pulled out because I don't know if anyone else is having this issue, but it's really hard to get these out of the box. I don't know what the problem is, so I'm just keeping one sticking out there so I can get them out without pliers. But I watched the first two. I thought they looked really good. I think the transfers look good. I've seen The Ring and The Ring 2 before. I've never watched Rings, so I have to watch Rings and get back to you. But so far, I'm really happy that I picked this one up. I'm a big fan of The Ring. I know it's not the greatest horror movie, but I love it. I have a great time with it, so I was happy to have the box set, and hopefully I'll figure out how to get them out a little easier. So that's that. And then I have some Steelbooks. These are not even open. A lot of things are not open because things have been coming in the mail and I've just been throwing them to the side if I'm not watching them right away. This is the Steelbook for Amelie. This is a movie that is in French with English subtitles. This movie is fantastic. If you've not seen this, please, please, please put it high on your list. It's been out of print for a very long time. The Blu-ray's been out of print for a very long time. So I picked this up because I did have the Blu-ray, but I wanted to get the Steelbook and have an extra copy of the Blu-ray because I absolutely love this movie. And we follow Amelie on her adventures from when she's a little one to when she's a grown adult. And her mission in life is to just make people happy and just follow along. It's really a great movie, and give it a chance. Like I said, don't be afraid of subtitles. You will find that this is well worth it. And there's a lot of movies with subtitles that are well worth it, this being one of them. I also picked up the RoboCop, the 4-part original series recount making of a sci-fi horror masterpiece. It's 240 minutes of the making of RoboCop goodness. So I'm looking forward to taking this out. I want to rewatch RoboCop first and then watch this because I think I get more out of things when I do it that way. So I'm looking forward to watching this documentary. I love making of documentaries. So I got that one. I also picked up, I just got this in the other day, the 4K Steelbook of Major League. I love this movie. It's so much fun, so funny. Charlie Sheen back in the day, The Wild Thing, can't be missed. Also, I know that in here there are magnets to put on the front of the Steelbook, the locker, if you will. But I thought that was a really creative idea for a Steelbook, and I love when they do something different. So I'm going to put these over here. And then these three are just 3 from Walmart that I picked up just because they were really inexpensive. They were easy to get, and I picked these up on Orbit DVD, so check Orbit because they're getting a lot of the Walmart Steelbooks in. I got the triple feature, $94, $99, and $85 for VHS. I've seen the first one. I think I've seen the second one. I don't know. I've seen a couple of them. I really liked the first one. After that, it's kind of hit or miss, but I have to rewatch them and give you a better overview of that. Then I got Vince Vaughn in the Brawl in Cell Block 99. I absolutely love this movie. And I know they could have done a better job with the artwork. The artwork is not great on the Steelbook, but I figured, you know what? It's a nice way to have it. So these are, yes, these are 4K. So this is a 4K Steelbook. And VHS is a Blu-ray. And then this one, I love this one with Stephen Yeun and Samara Weaving, Mayhem. This is a great movie. If you haven't seen Mayhem, definitely pick up the 4K, pick up the Blu-ray, pick up the Steelbook, just see the movie because it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. A lot of blood, a lot of gore, and a lot of fun. Yeah, and this one is the 4K Blu-ray. So those are some Steelbooks. And then I have some things from Umbrella. I just get the standard versions. I did get the really nice box set for Talk to Me, but I can't spend that kind of money on every single movie. They're crazy. So I just go with these. I get them on Orbit. I think they're like $19.99, but well worth it. And I love Umbrella. These are all region free. Even though they say region B, they play in anything. This first one is Bully. And this is by the guy who did Kids, the movie Kids. So if you're a fan of Kids, I think you'll probably be a fan of this one. This one sounds like kind of... it's kind of in the same vein, except it's about bullying, and I'm really interested to check this one out and give you more details on it because the synopsis of the movie really interested me, and I really thought that Kids was a very important and well-made movie. So I'm looking forward to Bully, and I will let you know what I think of it after I watch it. This next one is a horror movie. It's called Them. It got pretty decent marks, so I figured I'd pick it up. I guess there's this couple, and they go off to hang out in a large rambling chateau, and then I guess they show up, or them shows up. So I will let you know what I think after I watch it. Now this one I did watch because it came in pre-parental visits, and it is Richard Gere in Red Corner, and this is a really good, I would say it's like a mystery thriller. Richard Gere plays this is back in the I think this is 1997. But really good stuff. He goes to China. He's a businessman who goes to China, and he's trying to do a business deal. And while he's there, the other business guys take him to a club where he meets a young lady, and they go back to his hotel. They're drinking and partying. He wakes up, and the girl is dead in his room, and he's being woken up by the cops. And he has no recollection of the night before. He thought it was a great night. He had fun, liked the girl. He is now charged with her murder, and he has to go about proving his innocence in a country where he doesn't even speak the language. He doesn't know the rules, the laws, nothing. But this is a really, really cool movie if you like those kind of like mystery thriller, murder type of things. But really good stuff, and great acting on Richard Gere's part. I love Richard Gere. He's great. And of course, I had to pick up my copy of The Hitcher to hold me over until the new Second Sight, hopefully 4K, comes out this summer. But had to grab The Hitcher. And then this one, I have had this on DVD in my collection forever, and when I saw the Blu-ray come out, I had to scoop it up. It is called The Chaser, and what we have is we have a guy who was a police officer who is now a pimp. So he has prostitutes working for him. They start to go missing, and he thinks they're taking off, and then finally his last girl goes missing, and then we think there could be a serial killer involved. So all I can say is watch it. It's good. It's well worth the watch. And again, subtitled. It is in Korean with English subtitles. So definitely give Chaser or The Chaser a watch. Whether you get the DVD here in America or you pick up the Umbrella copy from Orbit. Well worth it. These ones, I had pre-ordered these months ago from 88 Films. The Blood on Satan's Claw. One of my very favorite folk horror movies. If you like folk horror, this is well worth a watch. I'm not going to get into it because I am going to do a whole segment on folk horror, and this will be included, but it is available. Still available on Orbit. And this one also with Vincent Price. Witchfinder General. Excellent. So good. So if you're into folk horror, definitely check these out. But I am going to do, like I said, I'm going to do a full folk horror segment very soon because it's something I've wanted to do for a while. So we will be talking about these and other really great folk horror movies. So just to keep in mind. And then I saw this was available, and I love anything with like creatures and animals and crazy animals. So I picked up, and the late great Treat Williams is in it. Venomous. I saw a lot of people showing this off. My friend Turi, shout out to my friend Turi, Haunted Hallways. He showed this off and recommended it, so I went over and I picked it up. I also got season 1 of Wednesday, which I have not seen. I'm looking forward to it, and I hear good things, so I wanted to have it on physical because you never know with streaming. But mine didn't come with a slipcover. Not that I really care that much. I mean, slipcovers are nice, but you know, I'm just happy to have the movie, so, or the TV series. But I believe this is getting a second season, so I'm looking forward to the first one. And yes, I picked up the 4K of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It was okay. I mean, Kelly really likes these films. She loves these. I liked the first one better. This wasn't horrible. I don't think they're horrible. It's just, it's a fun movie. It's just something that I put on and it's mindless entertainment. I thought it looked fine. Some of the CGI was a little bit wonky, but nothing bad. I mean, it's an easy movie to watch. So I watched Aquaman and here it is. Now, I thought these were going to be 4K, and turns out that they just are Blu-rays with slipcovers, which is fine, but I got the Long Riders from Kino Lorber. Can't go wrong with anything from Kino Lorber, who is actually having a really fantastic sale right now. So if you're looking to pick up some Kino titles, definitely check out the Kino Lorber site because they have some killer deals right now. And if you want to get the Long Riders with a slipcover, you can. And also, I picked up Death Rides a Horse because I didn't pay attention. I thought it was 4K. It's just a Blu-ray with a slipcover. And unless I'm missing something, no. It's a Blu-ray with a slipcover. But you know what? It's nice. It's good to have it. And last pile here. Just a couple things left, and then we're going to call this one a day. And I did pick up the first film by Darren Aronofsky. It's an A24 exclusive to the A24 shop. I got Pi. I have not seen this in so long. I saw it years ago because I had a friend who was really into this kind of movie. I remember it being a real mind bender. I don't really remember anything about it, but I read the synopsis, the score was good, and I collect all the A24 special editions. So I am looking forward to revisiting this, and it'll probably be more like a first time watch for me, and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Now this one, I am so excited. I cannot wait to watch this one. I have been waiting for months for this to come out. It comes from Koreeda Hirokazu. It's his latest film. He also did, recently he did Broker, and he also did Shoplifters. And this one is called Monster. I don't know anything about it. I'm going in blind, and I just can't wait to watch it because I think he's a fantastic filmmaker. This one is in Japanese with English subtitles, but if you want to see a fantastic filmmaker, pick up any of his films and you will not be disappointed. Really, really awesome filmmaker. So I have Monster. Also, I am also a fan of Third Window Films, and this one got really great reviews, so I'm picking it up. I think it has to do with a little bit of like time jumps and things like that, so should be interesting. It's called River. And this one is in Japanese with English subtitles. So I'm looking forward to this one, and I can let you know more about it after I watch it. But usually Third Window Films don't disappoint, and in my book. But this is region free, so it's A, B, and C. And this one is Monster is also region A, and these are both available on Orbit. So if you want to check them out, do your research, see if you want to pick them up, they're available. Now this one came to me by way of Mill Creek, and I'm really looking forward to this one. This is a 6-part documentary series. I'm sure tons of people have shown it off. It's called Icons Unearthed. It's a documentary about the making of Star Wars, so I'm really looking forward to this one, and I'm sure it's going to be very, very long. Sounds like it's doesn't say how long it. Oh, it says it's bonus features, over 6 hours of bonus features alone. So this sounds like a very comprehensive documentary on Star Wars. So if you're a Star Wars fan, check out Icons Unearthed. So I think that'll be a lot of fun to watch. And then I just have the two new ones from Second Sight that I'm sure people have been showing off left and right, because who doesn't love Second Sight? I mean, they do one banger after another. Possessor. I absolutely love this film from Brandon Cronenberg. If you haven't seen Possessor, whether you get the Second Sight set or not, just check it out. It's a great film. It's a super cool concept, and I really, really enjoyed this one. You can get this or the standard edition on Orbit. They're still available, so if you want them, then definitely check them out. And then this one with the late great Anton Yelchin, Green Room. This was an A24 film. Such a good movie about a band that goes, it's like a punk rock band, and they go to play in a club, and there's things going on, and they see things that they shouldn't see, and they're kind of held against their will. And that's all I'm going to tell you about it, but it's a great film. If you haven't seen Green Room, just find a way to see it because it is well worth a watch. So that's my last pickup for now that I know of. There could be other things, the stragglers laying around. Who knows? It's a mess down here right now. But that's what I have for you today. So that's my haul since we last spoke. And that's what I have for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. I want to thank you for watching. You know I appreciate each and every one of you who take time to check out these videos and click on the videos and give me a little time out of your day. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like things like this and collection overviews, movie recommendations, top 10 lists, all kinds of stuff. We do all the things. If it has to do with physical media, it happens here. So feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when I upload again, which will be during the week sometime. And that's it. I am going to go upstairs, catch up on all my housework, catch up with my girls, and call it a day. So for now, that's a wrap.